4 years ago, my family and I decided that travel life was the life for us. We have traveled countless miles across the US, creating lifelong memories by experiencing so many incredible places and joys that we will never forget. We did lots of rooftop camping and even lived in a camper for a year. We could have traveled forever, but it was time to finally slow down, and that meant getting all of my books out of storage and bringing them home to build my dream library room. Hello friends! Just in case you're new here, I am Jordan. Thank you so much for being here. Before we get into the video, I had a couple things I wanted to just share. A lot of the footage that you are going to see is from last summer, like the summer of 2023. If you've been following me since then you know that we moved from travel life and then from a camper and finally into a home where we are still technically traveling, but we were gonna stay put for 1 year rather than moving every 3 to 6 months, which meant obviously that I finally was able to get bookshelves again and put all of my books in a designated space. I did film like when all of that was happening last summer, but then again, if you've been here long enough, then you know I kind of took a really extended break from YouTube, so I never ended up sharing that footage, but you're finally going to see it today. Yes, the footage is a little bit older, but the room is still the same. I am so delayed in posting this video that now we are literally 1 month from moving again. So I was like, I need to share this room that I have been loving so much before it's gone, and I don't know yet what the house is gonna be like that we're moving into. We will have to see. We were moving for weeks between like getting out of a camper, getting stuff that had been in storage. A lot of these books that I'm unboxing I hadn't seen in 3 years, so I forgot about things that I had. I look as exhausted as I felt in that season. Let's get into the video. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and we have another one like this to look forward to in another month and a half when we move it all again. Okay, so here's what we're working with. Literally bags, and let's count how many boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, bring one back there, 16, oh my gosh, 17, 18 boxes. Never mind the stacks of books, like not even including those. So the goal is, let's unbox them together, and then tomorrow I pick up bookshelves. Get all these. This is from when I met Leah Bardugo. Don't mind my missing nail. So many from Throne of Glass, Weasley. And then I found these. These are pillowcases from, again, Sarah J. Maas, and then this one is from Caraval. And I totally forgot I had these. So our plan is to get like a day bed here, and I'm gonna have my bookish pillowcases on it. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. This is gonna have like a spotlight shining on it. Collector's edition of Throne of Glass. Also gonna have a spotlight on it. And another box is done. This is so rewarding. That is 4 down. Did I say there's 16 or 18? There is no way 3 bookshelves is gonna be enough, and it is just now occurring to me as I sit here behind a wall of books. Right, let me go grab this like last giant box. This is another one that has not been opened, which scares me that there's gonna be something living in it. Where are my scissors? I need a weapon. I'm just gonna like rip the band-aid off on this one. I'm not gonna think about anything that could jump out at me. I'm not gonna think about like what could be living in the box. We're just gonna go for it. It is literally just packed to the rim with books. Another box done. So here we are from my point of view, this wall that's building, because you guys are right there. I'm almost being blocked. I think I'm gonna try to organize all of these, and then we'll tackle all of those bins, because there's no way I can unbox those while we have all this chaos happening in front of me. Prettiest cover ever. Oh, there's Dark Age. They're reunited. Reunited, and it feels so good. That is so much better. The books just never end. Like, they don't stop coming. I'm not even enjoying this anymore. I desperately needed a second wind, so chai tea for the win. Cheers to our book obsession that becomes really hard work. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should not have just counted. We have 9 bins left. All right, let's do this. I have not read this book, but this is my favorite movie ever. I don't know. I do not know why I own this book. I've never even heard of it. Kissing in America. I think this was a cover by. A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I definitely have at least 2 or 3 copies of this book, and I have not read it. On to the next bin. The Nightingale. Literally one of the best books ever written. The Worst Best Man. I definitely got like halfway through this book, probably 4 or 5 years ago. It was a long time ago, so like, I don't know what to do about that. Ooh, this one has some good ones. Wow, was that a journey. This will take you back. I should charge this bad boy up and see. Wow, look at that charger. This looks like a fire hazard. I should try to charge this safely and see what I have on this, because I know I had like the entire Selection series and Divergent on here. Oh my gosh, look, these like bookish candles that I've had for literally years. Night Court, Ketterdam, Prince Carden, I Claim You. This is a Six of Crows Grishaverse bag, and look, I had Leah Bardugo sign it when I met her. And on this side, it's like the big black crow. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I had this. I'm even more excited to set up my like reading bed in the corner now. It says To Whatever End, and it's a giant Throne of Glass blanket. That's my tattoo. I totally and completely forgot that I owned this. I am literally gonna go throw this in the washing machine as soon as I'm done here, and I'm going to use this every single day. Got the goods. So here's the current situation, and I tried to break them down into different categories to make shelving them easier. So this is like a lot of my husband's books. This is like self-help and devotionals. We have a small pile of cozy mysteries. This 9 piles deep is unread books. So that's gonna go on like an unread TBR shelf. We have all of the decor and office stuff piled up there. And then over here is fantasy, some like mystery thrillers, manga, more random mystery thrillers. I don't know, I need to figure those out. YA, more like romance. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 levels deep of more fantasy. We've got 2 rows of Francine Rivers and Karen Kingsbury books. And then this is just like general romance and then historical fiction. And these are all the books that I have read. bookshelf is done. Oh my gosh, I think that took me an hour. These two are literally haunting me. Strongly contemplating leaving them for my husband to do. But I also really want to do it myself. But one is done. Shelf 2 is done. One to go, guys. I have my pins hung on the side of my bookshelf, and here is my fantasy shelf. Of course, we've got all of the Sarah J. Maas books on top and Fourth Wing. I have some character cards that I got in a bookish box, mostly Throne of Glass characters here. So I have those sitting on my shelf, and then also all of my ACOTAR and Throne of Glass, etc. bookmarks. I have my ACOTAR print right there with my Night Court candle. Continuing on with the fantasy shelf, I love displaying my books like this, especially that Fable and Namesake cover is so pretty. I have Shatter Me, and then a lot of YA fantasy there at the bottom of the shelf. And then moving on to my romance shelf, of course, all of my favorites at the top, and then Francine Rivers. This Bible is from a family member of mine from the 1800s that I inherited. Love having that on display. I have my Karen Kingsbury shelf. And just continuing with the romance books, that is like YA romance on this shelf, and historical fiction all the way there at the bottom. Rowan and Aelin from Throne of Glass, of course, had to be featured on the side of my bookshelf. And then I got this little library sign off of Amazon, and I love it. This thing my grandmother crocheted when she was pregnant with my mom. And then I have Bibles and things at the top with an elephant I got in Africa. And my rainbow shelf, which is not perfect, but this is all of my unread books. And I was hoping to make them look really aesthetic. I painted this, so wanted to hang that up, and I decided to put on this shelf my cozy mysteries and thrillers and just other mystery books, my reading journals, and then I've got manga and Christmas books there at the bottom. And I love how this daybed turned out with our bookish pillows. It's so cozy. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. As I said at the beginning of the video, we are moving again in 1 month. So I appreciate any thoughts and prayers as we do another big transition. We are hoping that this one is a little more permanent, and I will be sharing very soon here and as well as on Instagram where exactly we are going, and I'll take you guys kind of along on the journey with us as we move. But until then, if you enjoyed this video and you have not subscribed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and sticking around. I appreciate you. I hope that your books are amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!